Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. I am Zaruk Windcaller, Guardian, High Remembrancer, Arbiter, Reminiscing Bard of Twilight, Lover of History. And so this game's going to be right up my alley. Welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The sequel, it's been how long since the first one? 6 or 7 years, something like that? Hey Raleigh, what's up, man? But yes, welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now you're probably thinking, well, wait, Zaruk, why aren't you playing the first one? Well, from what I've heard, you don't really need to play the first one to play through this, and not to mention the fact that I kind of already know how the story of the first one works because I've watched people do playthroughs of it. So yeah. Yeah, I don't really need to play the first one. Um, Plus it's over 7 years old, so too little too late. But with that said, I do want to play this one. I've had people tell me, or I've at least heard people say that it's really good. I want to give it a try. I'm a big history nerd, as you all know, so I'm hoping for the best here. Um, but that said, welcome. Now, there is one thing that does worry me a bit, and that is that, well, the game's graphical settings. You can choose two FPS levels, 50 or 100. This is a little concerning because, well, I mean, I know I got a new graphics card and everything, but even now, the game has everything set to medium. And that has me worried because if the game is just set to auto, that everything is like, yeah, your graphics should be at medium. Good God, what does that mean? So, I'm a little worried. I might bump up some stuff. There we go. No, I am not playing on a supercomputer. Good grief, no. You know how expensive supercomputers are? Okay, so the first DLC is coming soon. Oh, that's cool. We are hard at work on this DLC and hope to bring it to you soon. I did get the extended, like the gold version of the game, so I get all this cool stuff, which is nice. So we'll take that. I don't know what a pros account is. Anyway, let's not waste any time. But before we do that, I should probably give a little bit of context of where we are. We are basically in Europe, in around, I believe, 14... You know what, screw it. Let the game explain. I'll fill in the gaps. At the beginning of the 15th century, the kingdom of Bohemia is ravaged by war. Much like the rest of the world. King Wenceslaus IV is taken captive by rebellious nobles and his brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Lacking a ruler, the land descended... Yeah, that! And only a handful of loyalists stand ready. Schutzstahl, 1403.
Keep firing! Don't stop!
Oh god, the lag. Oh god, it's bad. Oh god. Okay, that's not good. There we go.
We need more arrows! Need help here, damn it! You, grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out! Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Are
You come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze.
Get ready!
Prepare to shoot!
Oh boy.
Position!
This is gonna hurt.
Take cover!
Now! Form up!
Don't just stand there.
Reckoning, eh? Make it count.
Thank you, Sturkio.
War begins!
Okay, so here's the deal. In 1404, in the early 15th century, like only a few years in, Bohemia and its nearby neighbors are kind of in an uproar with each other. This is because Bohemia is one of the provinces of the Holy Roman Empire. And an ad just started. Okay. We'll have to wait then. I'll wait. And then I can explain. Well, it's fine, Coolified, but you're wrong anyway. So, again, these are the kind of things you can ask in the Discord. Anyway, this ad needs to hurry up.
Corwin, over here! Get up there quick!
Okay, so the ad should be over now. Allow me to explain. In the early 15th century, Bohemia and its neighbors are part of the Holy Roman Empire. Now, here's the thing about the Holy Roman Empire. To become the emperor of the Holy Roman Empire at the time, there were certain electors, kind of similar to the Warhammer Fantasy universe, but I digress. The electors would choose someone to become emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. But here's the thing. You really didn't want to be emperor because nobody really respected you. And remember, it's like Voltaire said, the Holy Roman Empire is neither Holy Roman or an empire. It's basically a bunch of fiefdoms and feudal kingdoms, essentially. Now, King Wenceslaus's father was King of Bohemia, and he was actually really good at it. He was a very good king. Very professional, very good, did a lot for his people. Then comes Wenceslaus IV. Now, Wenceslaus is not a bad king, but the issue is that he's up to be Holy Roman Emperor. And two things about that. One, he doesn't want to be Holy Roman Emperor. He would rather it be anyone else. He doesn't want to be Emperor. But the thing is, if you're chosen to be the Emperor, you have to do it. You don't get to back down. So, when Wenceslaus refuses to go and be coronated to become Emperor, it basically starts tearing everything apart. And his brother, Sigismund, King of Hungary, basically claims that he's going to take Wenceslaus and drag his ass to Italy or to Rome so he can be coronated as Holy Roman Emperor. But that's not what happens. Now granted, King Wenceslaus IV is currently indisposed at this time period, and Sigismund is taking the opportunity to grab as much power as he can. Now, before anyone thinks, oh, is this the evil brother versus the good brother? No, no, not at all. Sigismund is a complicated figure because everything he did at this time, people were already doing. It's just he was really, 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 really good at it. So naturally, if you're really good at it, people hate you for it. So, as of right now, we are part of the group of loyalists still loyal to King Wenceslaus IV, who is King of Bohemia. Meanwhile, Sigismund is flexing his muscles and wants to be King of Hungary and King of Bohemia, and perhaps, Holy Roman Emperor, if he's able to pull the right strings. So, again, and we'll probably learn more about Sigismund.
To repel them! Shoot him!
Got him.
I'll knock him down!
Y'all might have noticed you can hear guns firing. And they're not guns, they're hand cannons. They're literally, you have to hold them on poles and light them.
Now you're finished!
Got him. This is a crossbow. Duh. Everyone knows what a crossbow is.
You're not up to it!
Now, the reason we're using both bows and crossbows is because crossbows have better penetrating power, but the bows have better range. I hit that guy, didn't stop him. Got him.
Godwin, move downstairs! We can handle it here! Godwin, get over here with that crossbow!
Yeah, this is how sieges would be fought.
Stay covered!
Oh, nice. Booby traps.
Die!
Very nice. Hey, Inu, what's good, buddy? Happy birthday! E. Barely made it. Well, I hope you're doing all right, buddy. Happy birthday to you. Everyone say happy birthday to the Raptor.
This won't stop them! Godwin, draw your sword and follow me! This slows him down.
Eventful today. Well, I'm glad. It was eventful on my end, too. But not in a good way. I feel you, buddy.
Knock it down! Fucking Wenceslas! Knock that ladder down or they'll overrun us!
Die. Get off.
Can't get away from me!
We had a bill hook. Nice. Oh, it's a halberd. Never mind. Hans, put your faceplate down, bud.
I've been hit. Don't poke at it.
Yes, I like chess.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, Vat.
Al dentes fortuna. Hold on. Al dentes fortuna. Hold on. That translates to fortune favors the bold. So he literally just said fortune favors the fucking bold. Huh. Also, if they're about to rip that out, that's a bad idea. Don't pull that out. That's not how you take care of of an arrow wound.
Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Everyone to the chopper!
Yeah, we're in trouble. If they've got the gate open and they're just gonna keep pouring in here. See, the thing is, if that bolt went all the way through and you could see it sticking out the back, that's easy to get rid of, but it's stuck in him, which makes it harder to get rid of. Because you don't know if it's hitting something important or if it's jammed in there. So, yeah. And yes, I love history. It's my favorite subject. One of the reasons I wanted to play this so I could learn more about this time period. Several weeks earlier.
Ordentes fortuna juvat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does it actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world, meet new women, and simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere. So I wouldn't expect
Hey,
much
Coffee
there.
Bunny! Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Raiders.
A monk who can't speak Latin.
I'm Zaruk Windcaller. Welcome, everyone. We're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 today. I'm a big history nerd, and I wanted to learn some history and play this game. So sit back, relax, make yourselves at home, and enjoy. Welcome.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
So I will explain the deal about why that's such a fancy castle in a minute. Okay. So here's the deal. When we think of castles and everything, I think people get the wrong idea about them. There's this concept or this idea that, you know, a castle is basically where everyone lives. That's not it at all. A castle was basically just your big defensive fortification, you know, in the middle of your territory. When something bad happens, the nobles, the king, anyone of importance fled to the castle for safety. Now, there were castle towns, of course, areas that would spring up around the castles, yes. But the reason this one is Trotsky is such a big deal is because it's huge. The thing we saw in the intro, that technically was a castle. That, again, a castle is just any defensive fortification with a keep and places for people to live. So you can imagine why Hans is saying that Burgau must be made of money. So, but yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to my community and the Forest of Memories. Please make yourself at home. Thank you again, Coffee Bunny. Yes, Sturkio's right. It was basically a fortress.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures?
Oh, right. I should also mention, we are Henry of Skalitz. In the first game, Henry's mother and father, Henry is, well, okay, spoilers, but regardless, Henry of Skalitz is a bastard son. His father, real father, is a man named Sir Radzig. Naturally, Sir Radzig couldn't, didn't want his son getting caught up in all the political bullshittery, and so he handed him off to a blacksmith father, to a blacksmith husband and his wife. Now, that blacksmith was actually good friends with Sir Radzig, and he raised Henry as his own. However, at the outbreak of hostilities between Sigismund and King Wenceslaus, Sigismund's raiding party of Cumans, who are, I believe, I don't know if they're Hungarian or they're something else. They're basically they were a mercenary group, basically, attacked and burned Skalitz to the ground, killing Henry's mother and father. And so Henry found himself as a man-at-arms in service to his actual father, Sir Radzig, got up to a ton of adventures, including pretending to be a monk at one point, and now serves as bodyguard and best friend to Sir Hans. Thank you, Red Mage.
Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
In the first place, Sir Hans, we've got a task ahead of us. An important one, and a great responsibility. You don't meet such a mighty noble as von Burgov every day. So, first duty, then fun.
Quiet, monk! You'll just spoil the rest of our trip. It's all clear to me. We deliver the message, get the politics over with, and enjoy a bit of adventure together. But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love.
So let's also talk real quick about medieval arms and armor. Now, whenever people think of the medieval period, everyone thinks of knights in shining armor. First of all, not everyone was going to get that. The only way you were going to get a full suit of armor is if you were wealthy as fuck. Because a full suit of armor we're talking plate armor, had to be fit to your dimensions and specifications. That meant it was basically a custom job. In modern terms, it would be like buying a brand new sports car. That's how expensive it was. And remember, you needed not just your armor, but you were going to need maybe other suits of armor for maybe tournaments, travel, stuff like that. You were going to need extra weapons, extra equipment. You were going to need multiple horses and multiple pieces of armor and cloth for your horse. Being a knight, being like a noble, was expensive. So, but that's kind of why, everything is so, we call it foppish today. The fact that everything's so bright, colorful, and just flaunting your wealth everywhere. I mean, they kind of did, because they kind of had to. It should, and yeah, Sturkio's right. It was the price of a sports car, but it was basically like buying an armored car. I don't think people really get, depending on what time period you were in, because remember, when someone says a knight, you have to ask them, okay, but what kind? Because it depends on what time period you're in, what century. We're in the 15th century. We are getting to the point where armor is still, like, full suits of armor have reached their peak. They'll go on for a little bit longer, but when gunpowder becomes more readily available and easier to use, full suits of plate armor are going to go out the window because it will quickly become apparent that gun beats plate armor. So then we're going to get into pike and shot, where, you know, men wear metal breastplates only and maybe some arm or leg cover and march into battle with long pikes and arquebuses or muskets, basically. So, with that said, the reason Hans, well, let's address the thing. You're probably noticing Hans wears, like, you know, has yellow with a lot of him and also has this red stag. That's his that's his heraldry. Having a heraldry was not only a sign of you being a knight, but it was also a sign of you being nobility. And at this time during the medieval period, knights were not supposed to be killed in battle. They were supposed to be taken prisoner, because a knight could then be ransomed back to his allies or to his kingdom or to his king for a ton of money. So, instead, while knights did a lot of the fighting, primarily the fighting was done by men-at-arms, which is what Henry is. Get it? A man of arms. They're soldiers. And they could be bodyguards, they could be... Now, granted, a man-at-arms could be a militia member, but they could also be professional soldiers. Well, professional, quote-unquote. I don't mean they were serving soldier stuff 24/7. I mean that they had some experience, some training, and they knew how to fight. So, yeah. So all of these men traveling with Sir Hans, including Henry, are his bodyguards.
Enough of the chat.
Had to raid and go take care of a small emergency. Everything's okay now. Well, I'm glad to see you're here, Coffee. Welcome back. You just missed me geeking out about history. I apologize. You already know that I'm a nerd, so... Also, we're about to have an ad start in a second. So remember, I have a free bit redeem called Stop, which will tell me to stop talking or stop playing the game so you don't miss anything. Assuming King Arthur actually happened, when would he have lived and what... He did exist! He did exist! Okay, maybe... Hold on. Let me clarify. The King Arthur of Arthurian myth did not exist. But there was a real king named Arthur. We do know that he was a king and that he's kind of the bedrock from where all of the mythology forms. So he was a real king. And as for when? Tough question. It depends. Because there's an Anglo-Saxon king called Arthur, but there's also a Gallic king called Arthur. So take whatever you want from it. The best time period would probably be around, I'm gonna say, well, it would have to be after it would have to be before the Normans conquered England, because he was Anglo-Saxon king. So, before 1066. Well, coolified? That's what the button's for. Remember? There's a free bit redeem that says ad alert, stop, which will tell me to stop. But to answer your question without all the detail, the real King Arthur did exist. He was an Anglo-Saxon king. And with that being said, he would have been around before 1066. Because 1066 is when William the Conqueror invaded and conquered England and basically removed the Anglo-Saxon line. So, my recommendation is go look it up. Because that's, again, there was a real Anglo-Saxon king named Arthur. So, hold on. Let me actually open my laptop here. Let's see. Yes, King Arthur was likely a Celtic British leader who fought against the Saxon invaders in the 6th century. Not an Anglo-Saxon king. Historians cannot confirm his existence. So, basically, 6th century. And 6th century armor... Let's see. Let me see. 6th century armor is gonna look a bit. Depends on where you go. But yeah, you can look it up. 6th century armor. So yeah, he would have been a Celtic king. So yeah, work off of that.
Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking now in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Well, I could say something about how the textures keep popping in, but I think that's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Shut up, Henry!
Hair on, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Dead.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, I won't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies. We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
What is your play style? A soldier who likes nothing more than have a weapon in hand and wear a strong suit of armor. He's also infamous for his short temper. An advisor prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue, and a kind word. And a scout likes to hide in the shadows and solve tasks silently, undetected, and by stealth. I mean, technically, I could be an advisor and still fight, so... Yeah, I'm an advisor.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogues, you'll have a choice of some of the options below that define how you will react. But beware, persuasion requires the other party to believe you. See. Speech, charisma, might. See, coercion, domination, and dread. See. Many situations can be solved by reasoning with the other party. Within dialogues, you'll have several options of how to react, but be warned, the other party won't always believe you. Persuasion's not about picking the highest number, it's about who you're talking to, what you look like, what your reputation is. For example, threatening a bunch of foot thugs with violence alone is usually pointless, just like claiming to be a nobleman with straw sticking out of your boots. See. Hmm. Well, we can help with the bandits. Improve it.
We want to negotiate an alliance. We'll come to an agreement with your lord in Trotsky, and maybe offer to deal with those bandits for you. After all, you haven't been able to track them down, so we can take matters into our own hands. So move aside, and let us, dutiful knights, pass.
Don't provoke me, boy.
Ah.
You're passed to a place you don't want to be. Didn't you say you were a scribe? Or are you trying to tell me you're a knight and a scribe? Don't try to pull the wool over my eyes.
Don't listen to him, Captain. He's traveling with me for the first time, and evidently, he's got a bit of
Hold on. Let's fix this.
above him.
See, so this is actually one of the reasons I like this series. You can be both in gameplay, but not in what you tell people. So, yeah.
Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
In the first place, Sir Hans, we've got a task ahead of us. An important one, and a great responsibility. You don't meet such a mighty noble as von Bergov every day.
Speaking of which, I just checked. Von Bergau was
Then fun.
might have been a real person too.
You'll just spoil the rest of our trip. It's all clear to me. We deliver the message, get the politics over with, and enjoy a bit of adventure together. But why didn't Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up?
I mean, we just saw him kind of botch it up until I stepped in, so... Whoop, there we go.
Foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where. And here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Audentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oaks. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us...
Oh, I just noticed, that's cool. Because of my headphones, when I turn my head, I actually hear the sound, the audio in different headphones. Like, left, right. That's cool. Get to the
Not
conversation.
enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz. I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so,
Now,
still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
let's see. I guess we use speech for this because we're pretty good at talking. Yeah.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Whew.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to?
What a
I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again.
That was a kind of a dick-headed thing to say, Hans, right to the guy's face. Good God.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Fair point, Biscuit. I'll do better.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them. Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
Go away, Mutt. You'll get nothing from me. Hey, call off that dog and then we can talk. Henry!
Oh, your dog's name is Mutt, and if you take good care of him, he'll obey you, help you while you hunt, tracking, and even in combat. Let's see. So you increase Mutt's obedience by praising him, feeding him, and generally paying attention to him. Okay.
Hey! Call
Come
off
here.
that mutt of
What's all the
yours.
fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah! Peace at last. That barking was a pain in the ass.
I'm taking all these, because I need to eat too.
Come here! Look what I have for you.
And then he picked up a bread roll. Okay.
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
Here you go.
For the love
Take
of
it.
God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
You're
I
my
do not.
donkey, eh?
Oh?
Good dog.
And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one.
Henry, better not keep Sir Hans waiting. It'll be...
How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No ways, I reckon. Whenever someone parleys with someone about something, it takes ages.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the head for no noble manners. Ask Oates. He'll know more about it for sure.
Maybe in the end, Lord Capon and von Berghoff will arrive at some agreement.
Aye, maybe. We'll see.
Listen, would you have some scraps for a mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always lose.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back.
Oh.
If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Deal.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, you gambled away your ring.
Leave me alone.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure. How's about spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oates. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave.
Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. I mean it. Ow. Ow.
Happy Valentine's Day! Exclamation mark to the pipe club.
Ow. I love you. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. Ow. If you're interested in gambling, let's go gambling! You can find a game of dice in any respectable tavern. If you have any dice in your inventory, you could choose to use them before starting the game. Most dice have special properties that you can read about in the descriptions. These allow you to use special techniques to improve your luck. You can start the game by rolling all 6 dice. Select the scoring dice you want to keep, put them to the side, and gain points for them at the end of your turn. Then roll the rest again. You can keep rolling until you run out of dice. However, if you don't roll a single scoring die, you lose all points gained this turn. The art of dice is to finish your turn and score your points before you run the risk of not rolling a single scoring die. The first player to reach the score goal is the victor. You can see all point information for the current game in the bottom left. All possible dice combinations. Okay. So basically you want to stack it's like playing cards, except you get to hold the cards. Okay. I hope they let you keep this thing up so you can see everything.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
Yep, there we go. So do we have, let me see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Got 2 4s, 2 5s. Huh. Let's see. I mean, we're kind of short. I think I might as well roll again. I do want to hold on to that 6, though. Hey, Rick Sager, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Forest of Memories. How you doing? Make yourself at home. I'm Zaruk Wingcaller. As I said, the Guardian of the Forest of Memories, and today we are playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So sit back, relax, make yourselves at home. Make yourself at home. Yeah, I'll hold on to it.
Don't drag it out. I want to play too, you know?
Damn.
My God, I'm done.
All right, what do we got? Ooh, 3 5s. Nice.
Aye, that'll do.
He beat me.
Ha ha! Ha ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow, we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
Was never good at playing Yahtzee.
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
All right, let's see. I don't have 3 of a kind or anything, which sucks. Yeah. Continue. Ah. Dang it. Ah.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Ooh. Triple ones. So, yeah, score and continue. There you go.
If I was you, I'd take it.
Ah, busted. Shit. Still learning how to play.
Aye, that'll do. Here.
Oh, for Pete's sake, let me play.
No, that's as far as I go.
Okay. Let's see. Come on. Man.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
I gotta stop. Because I can't, like... If I could get another 1, that'd be great. Because that gives me 1,000 points. But... Screw it. Fortune favors the bold. Ooh! That works! Yoink! Let's see. Again. I think I get it now. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. And with that, I will pass. There you go. Your turn. shit. Okay,
Aye,
phew.
that'll do. My God, I'm done.
All right, my turn. I was close. Let's see. All right, come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Fortune favors the bold. Wait, I thought 3 ones. Yeah, I thought. Oh, okay. I think that's a misprint. Why is 3 ones a one? Why? Oh, you got to get them all at once. Okay, got it. It's 350. I would just need an. No, I'm not risking it. Yeah, he's got me beat. Shit. Yeah.
Ha! Ha ha!
That's just great.
You can never.
All right, let's...
Come on.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in my bones.
Uh-huh. Come on. Nice. Well. Come on. Come on. I'll take it. Your turn.
Aye, that'll do.
All right, so basically neck and neck right now.
Damn! What's this?
Busted. All right, good. Let's see. Come on.
Well,
And I busted. Wow, I didn't even get to start. Okay, damn. Ah, 3 of a kind.
Here.
Ah. Come on, let me play for Pete's sake. Oh, fuck me. Come on.
Oh, that's as far as I go.
Ah, finally. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Oh, right. You gotta play them all at once. Shit. Ah. Yeah, it doesn't. You have to play them all at once. Dang it. Here I was thinking I had something. Come on. Yeah, pass. There. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wonderful. Ha ha!
That's just great.
You can never.
All right.
I need to get this damn thing.
We'll see whose side luck is on today.
I wonder if there's a thing to boost my luck stat. Come on, come on, baby. Come on. There we go. I'll take it. Your turn. I'm sorry, everyone. I know y'all didn't come here to just see two guys playing Yahtzee.
Aye, that'll do. That's enough for me. Your turn.
Come on. Ooh, 3 of a kind. Yes. Yeah, I'm not risking it after that. You kidding? Come on.
Aye, that'll do. Here.
Bust, bust, bust. Nope. Bust. Nope. Nice. Good play. Wait, are you serious? Oh, wow, he actually got it. Oh, of course, now he gets to go again. I forgot.
My God, I'm done.
All right. Another 3 of a kind. And I'll pass, because now I just got to get 200 more. Need him to choke. Come on, choke. Choke, please.
Here.
Come on, choke, please.
Oh,
Yeah, okay,
come
good.
on.
Hey, Delta Zero. Just need 200. Come on. All right, come on. There we go. I win.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
Oh, wait, shit. I thought I'd automatically win. Damn it. Ah, did I just screw myself? Yep. Damn it. So wait, you mean to tell me it doesn't automatically count? I have to pass to him after okay.
All right.
Yes, I am. Playing dice so I can get this
Lady
damn
Luck will be
thing.
on my side.
Ugh. No good on this one. Try again. Come on. Ah.
If I was you, I'd take it. Well,
Ugh.
that's no great loss.
Ugh.
We didn't have much anyway. Here.
Kind of wish there was a way to speed this up. He's taking his sweet ass time.
No, that's as far as I go.
Come on, give me something good. Damn it, I'm just... Come on. Pete's sake.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
All right, there. Your turn. Ah, fuck.
Ha-ha!
Really?
Ha-ha!
That's just...
You can...
All right.
Ah, for Pete's sake.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it in
Shut
my
up,
bones.
please. It's the first game. First time I do this. You'd think the developers would cut you a break. Wait. Hold on. Did I just... Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ha! Beat that. Hey, Rugal. I'm playing dice in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Oh, fuck you!
That's enough for me.
Really?
Your turn.
No, stop! Stop everything! I get a freaking straight. One of the rarest that... Look at this. Look at this. A straight. Shut up, Grinex. Look at that. A straight 2, 3, 4, 5 is one of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is one of the rarest things to get. And this guy pulls it out after I do? Bullshit. Bullshit. This guy.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, that. Come on. There. Now beat that.
Aye, that'll do.
Come on. Choke. Please. Come on, choke.
I think this calls for a little history lesson.
Okay, well, since we're playing dice, let's talk dice for a minute. Dice have been around for centuries. They were actually an ancient Egyptian thing. And again, they've been around for a long time. Speaking of which, I just won, so I win.
You must have a... Damn your eyes. You played well. Ah, what's to be done?
But
A bet
yes,
is a bet.
dice have been
Here's
around
your
for a
ring.
long time. Games of gambling have been around for a long time. So, yeah, so dice are nothing new. They're an ancient Egyptian thing to start with. And we've had other games of chance, too. Sometimes at the end of the day, it's just how you pass the time.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry. Thanks. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Heel. Here, mutt.
Good dog. Might as well talk to everyone.
I'm a bit anxious about tomorrow. How about you? Are you worried?
Hey, shark
Well,
mode.
we've got good intentions. Sir Hans is responsible and sensible too when it comes to important things.
Yes, you
And
could
no
pet the
doubt
dog.
Lord
I already
von
pet him
Berghoff is
earlier.
a wise man, and he'll hear him out with a cool head. Clever folks can always somehow come to an agreement, can't they?
That's right. And also, we're coming with an offer of alliance. I can't imagine what could happen for them not to receive us.
Not much chance of that.
There we go. There's my menu. Let's see. God, it's so much stuff. Putting on armor. Putting on armor has a few important rules that must be followed. Properly assembled armor will protect you the best. You must always wear additional head protection under your helmet, such as a coif or a hood. The helmet itself will protect you from being cut, while the protection underneath absorbs heavy impacts. Gambeson under chest armor. A gambeson is a long, thick, padded shirt that forms a cushioning layer between your body and the metal of the armor that protects you. Quilted hose under leg armor. Let's see, shoes under your spurs. Let's see. You can create 3 outfits for different occasions in the inventory and switch between them on the fly. Each outfit's marked with its coat of arms, and every item you're equipped with that outfit is marked the same way. Using outfits, you can create a full plate armor set for close combat, a sneaking outfit for stealthy business, or even a dapper ensemble for when you want Henry to make a good impression. Well, if that's the case, we can just slap some of this on. Let's see. I'm wearing the hallbark with the gambeson and a Milanese brigadine. Got gauntlets, plate armor. Yep. One thing I'm missing is a weapon, which I do not have.
Henry, come here. Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
Yes, it is historically accurate.
I got the feeling you'd lost your tongue.
Just for a moment. But true enough. That bastard surprised me a bit.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To deal with that kind of stuff.
And I must say, that was pretty good for your first action as leader of my bodyguard. Let's see if you keep it up. But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah had seen it. Maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse.
Ha!
And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit? After that long journey. With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself.
I fucking love that. These two, okay, they're not related, but they come off like brothers with the way they're acting. I love how Henry just cocks his head from side to side like, "Aw, you afraid?" Just, oh god, it's great.
I see you're still in armor, so we can get to it right away. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
There we go.
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. This time, I'll take the lead. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Well, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
You can chain attacks by pressing the attack button RTY while your first attack is in progress.
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good.
Hit me. I want you to hit me.
Good.
Hit me. I want you to hit me. Come on. Block.
Good.
Block.
Good.
I blocked that one. I didn't get hit.
That's the way.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
That's it.
Come on.
Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing.
By the way they're holding the weapons is correct.
I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. Sweet.
That was actually really well timed.
Nice.
Bah. Bah.
My word. You're turning into a real master swordsman.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then.
Hit his unprotected side. Oof. Thunk.
Nice. Nice. No. That way I can block you easily.
That way I can block you. Bah! Shut up. Stop talking.
Nice work, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
100? How about 200? Are you feeling...
Blood for the blood god!
Uncle!
Skulls for the skull throne!
Ow.
Well, a good start.
Come on, hit me. Hit me. Bap. Bap.
Surprise, motherfucker!
I'm literally hitting him in the face. Kind of surprised. Ow. Kurva. I'm gonna guess that's a swear.
How do you do it?
Come on, hit me. Kurva. Bap.
Fuck me.
I get worn out too easily.
You knocked the stuffing out of me.
Deja vu. You defeat. Deja vu. You defeated Capon during practice again.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're unstoppable. Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
Actually gonna run down to the water and clean up. I think it hit me in the face a few times. And yes, in the first game, you can beat Capon in a duel. I'm guessing this is how you get cleaned up. I know you can wash your face and everything, but...
Come here.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
Yeah, all right. But I lost in Ratai that time. That was nearly the first time in my life I even held a sword in my hand, though.
Well, forging a sword isn't the same as wielding one.
Yeah.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies. Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
Let's see. I don't know. I want to be able to fight, but I also want to be able to talk, so... Yeah, I cleared things up with the husband.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away...
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot...
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
Ha! I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
She's my sweetheart. And that's all I'll tell you.
Ah, don't be such a monk. Out with it.
So Teresa is his Henry's sweetheart, but she also saved his life. He saved her during the Cuman raid on Skalitz, and she saved his life when he came back to Skalitz. So yeah, they were made for each other.
Ah, forget it, you horny goat. This discussion is over.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Let's see, let's go with scholarship.
I needed a bit of peace and quiet. I had a stroll around, checking out what plants grow here, praying for the success of our mission. Then I came back.
At last someone with some sense who's not in a hurry all the time.
If I always had to think everything over, but...
I wouldn't have rolled in the hay with so many girls if I spent my time just thinking about it.
Thanks for the prayer, anyway.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I'll speak up.
Only what Sir Hans told us, that von Berghoff is a big cheese in the royal court. That's why we're going to negotiate an alliance with him.
You summed that up nicely. But yes, that's how it is. He's the Royal Chamberlain.
Oh. Okay. Okay. The Royal Chamberlain. Right. So, Sigismund had, as you heard earlier, a kind of gathering of lords and nobles. Now, Sigismund was a king and a good warrior, but when it came to other kind of things, he wasn't a slouch, but he knew he couldn't do it all by himself. So he assembled, usually would assemble a number of councilmen or other individuals to help him run things. The Royal Chamberlain? Oh boy. The Royal Chamberlain's a big deal. The Royal Chamberlain is probably, I don't know if I would call him second in command, but he's definitely pretty high up there. So we better not screw this up. Good thing I chose the diplomatic route.
You fellas will never meet a more important noble than him.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Now, here's a fun fact that a lot of people seem to forget. The sword is not the primary, was not the weapon of the time. Only nobles nobles and knights could afford swords. Your average man-at-arms was going to be using something like a mace, a billhook, a hotendals, a spear, things like that. But a real sword, a true forged sword, used with your own hands, and fit for your specifications? Yeah, no. That's only something a noble could have. Again, most of the time these men-at-arms had to provide their own weapons and equipment. So you would just take what you could get. But of course, everyone already knows what the best weapon of the medieval period is. It's the halberd. The halberd is the best weapon of the medieval period because it's everything. It's a crushing weapon, a piercing weapon, a slashing weapon, and any mook with a little bit of training can learn how to use it.
I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Ishvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Ishvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that.
As I explained, Sir Radzig didn't, Henry is the bastard son of Sir Radzig, and Sir Radzig felt like a dick. Which is interesting. Most nobles probably wouldn't have given a shit, but Sir Radzig did give a shit. He wanted his son to grow up in a good environment raised by good people. So he was given to Martin the blacksmith. Martin was a good friend of Sir Radzig, so he raised Henry as his own. That's pretty cool.
No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
Hey, Zazrael VT, welcome to the Forest of Memories. Please make yourself at home. I am Zaruk Windcaller, Guardian of the Forest. I'm a variety streamer who is a lover of all things history, and I play games with a strong memory connection to me and my community. And me being the history guy, I had to jump into Kingdom Come Deliverance too. How you doing? How'd you find me?
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning. Hmm?
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state. Let's go and strip, Henry.
Hey, yo?
Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
I kind of agree with him. It looks a little sketch.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Jesus, dude!
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Just like, did y'all see him standing there with his, with his hands on his hips, just posing for the world to see? I guarantee you, if they didn't have to make this appropriate, he probably would have lost the shorts and just found a rock to stand on and just flashed the whole damn forest. God.
Whew. You were right about our stench. Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
Oh, I just noticed they've actually got marks on their body from where the armor's been gripping them. Look at that. Can y'all see the lines on them? Look at the lines on their chests and on their forearms and their shoulders. You can see where the armor's been gripping them. That's a really good detail.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females.
It's just the way he said that. Like a man who's never seen the other sex in his life. Just, females. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I swear. Oh boy. Hans is probably going to become one of my favorite characters.
Let's go to them.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
No? Oh, no?
Hans.
Must we?
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer.
Do we have to? See, find all important information about Henry's stats, abilities, and current status. Throughout the game, you'll earn perk points. Let's see. Okay, main level. I genuinely can't see what that says. It doesn't fit on the screen. Like, that's a bit of an issue. I can't read that. Ah, there it is. See, strength, speech, stamina. Okay, got it. No perk points available. Conspicuous. Let's see. The lower your conspicuousness, the longer it will take them to notice you. If your conspicuous is very low, for example, an enemy might notice you from a distance, but you'll be able to hide again before he realizes exactly what he saw. Let's see. So my conspicuous drops because I'm in good shape. Huh. Visibility. Got it. Let's see. Skills. I want to max out blacksmithing. Pretty sure there's, yeah, craftsmanship. I want to max this out. Learn how to make stuff. Let's see, literacy allows you to read. Of course, combat. Skills of warrior. Lower left strike, lower right strike. Oh, cool. Long sword, one-handed sword. That's cool. Buffs, reputation. Statistics. Okay, got it.
Stop fooling around. Keep your head down.
Okay. There's a whole DLC for the first game about helping Hans with this romantic escapade. Hey, giant super guy. Wait. Hold on. If that's the case, why is he acting like a child who's never seen a boob before? Did he strike out in all of his attempts in that DLC? Also, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for showing up. It's your first time chatting. How'd you find me anyway, if you don't mind me asking? There's a follow for you. But seriously, like, how... What, did he strike out in all his romantic attempts? Because if he did, that's sad. It depends on your choices. Oh, dear.
That singing? They must be close.
You know, I'm half tempted to just let you go ahead and get caught and get busted, but...
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Oh my god. I was just looking through people streaming the game. Well, I appreciate you swinging by. It means a lot. I'm a huge history nerd, so playing games like this means a lot to me, because it's really fun. What is that?
Shit. One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
What was that sound? What was that?
It worked. Let's go.
All right. What was that?
I really hope this is not the stealth tutorial. This is so sad and pathetic. It is cool to hear in the mother tongue, though. Hearing singing in a different language. So did I, Deadlord. I thought that was something else, not someone doing laundry. Actually, you know what would be cool? Oh God, Amina, if you're here, for those who don't know, Amina's my girlfriend. Sorry, yeah, my girlfriend and hopefully one day, and well, not hopefully, one day she will be my wife. For those who don't know, the character of Zaruk and Amina are married, but the guy playing Zaruk, yours truly, uh, and the person who created Amina are boyfriend and girlfriend. But that aside, my lovely wife is a lover of mythology stuff. So, Amina, if you're still here, help me out. What's the name of that mythological creature that's like an animal, but it sheds its fur and then becomes a woman? Because I swear this game has like references mythology with weapons and stuff. It'd be cool to have a DLC where we get to see mythological creatures, and I'd be down for that. Yes, a swan maiden or whatever they are, like the things like or the selkies, yeah, like the things that come up on the shore, take off their animal fur and become beautiful women to bathe or sing, and if you steal their pelts from them, they can't turn back into animals. That'd be really cool. That's what I keep. Again, I know Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is historically accurate, but it'd be cool to have something like that in a game.
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Do we have to, Hans? All right. You know what? I think I'm perfectly fine. You're the one who's going to get spotted. Oh, boy. Okay, look, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Secondhand embarrassment is killer for me. So I'm going to skip this because I'm embarrassed watching this. This is stupid, embarrassing, and I hate it. Oh. Fuck.
Oh, fuck. A letter.
What? Okay, well, Oh, back just in time.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs!
That bastard's with them! Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them!
And yes, Giant Super Guy. A historical fantasy game in the style of this, but we're dealing with fantasy creatures would be awesome. Oh, by the way, if y'all are wondering how the hell does one hit kill that guy, that is an iron or steel mace, and that dude didn't have anything under his helmet. For those who don't know, remember, it does not take a lot of pressure to crush your skull. And again, when I say crush your skull, I don't mean like crush into it. It does not take much to hit the top of your skull and cause an indentation into it that will literally hit your brain, cause it to bleed, and you will die. So this dude on the horseback, who just swung probably with all his might, just caved that dude's skull in and instantly killed him. Good riddance.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Yeah, your neck could also snap, yes.
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
He's not really swimming, he's dog paddling.
Just now.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Or
And yes, even if you didn't have the padding, getting hit in the head with a heavy object when you have a helmet on means your ears are going to be ringing. Probably going to be disoriented. Also, that arrow's right in the back of his arm. Yeah, he probably can't move his arm.
What was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress.
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What? Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait!
Ah, fuck! We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage.
Did that go into his shoulder or below his shoulder?
Either way.
Well, wherever it went, that arm probably is useless at the moment.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
And for those who don't know, that's the guy who has Henry's father's sword, Toth's. You can recognize by the headwear.
We'll get out of the wood.
Let's see, behavior indicator. The search. Let's see, people are tracking you down. Recognized. Let's see, confrontation. Got it.
And find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trusky?
All right, I'm hurt, so let's take a look how bad. Injured torso. Your torso is injured. Once the injury level reaches 60% or more, your strength and agility will be reduced by 25%. You can heal your wound by renewing your health, e.g. by sleeping, visiting a bathhouse, or imbibing a healing potion. On the contrary, if the level of injury increases, you risk bleeding. Oh, God! Right below his ooh. Damn, Henry, you got lucky. Okay, that arrow went in right below his shoulder blade. So if that had gone in a little bit closer to his armpit, that could have hit one of his arteries. Damn, you are a lucky son of a blacksmith. Very lucky. Again, though, they shouldn't have pulled it out. That's the dumb part, and they pulled it out. Don't do that, ever.
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right?
Around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this.
Soaking wet in our skivvies, and I'm injured. What a weird night. I mean, yeah, giant super guy. He is a dipshit, but he's a lovable dipshit.
Then come back and give me a full report.
He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Do you honestly think they
Get
could
to
swim
work.
all the fucking way across?
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black when all your torch does is blind you. Leave it out. Catch you some naked men.
Actually, if y'all overheard that, that's actually cool that they realize that walking around in the dark with a torch only makes it harder to see. Because again, if you do that, the
We've got to get to the tree trunk up ahead.
the cones and rods in your eyes don't adjust to the darkness. So
There's more of them up top. Fuck.
Yeah, what a dumbass. Wait, that's our dumbass! Yeah. It's literally just Hans wearing a shirt that says, I'm a real idiot. And then Henry has a shirt that says, the idiot's keeper.
Run, quick!
Oh, I should not be running with a shoulder injury.
No.
This way, idiot.
Quick, into the rocks.
They're playing into the rock! Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top!
What now?
Hey? Hans, there's more of them up top.
They're here! Take cover! Run ahead of them!
He better be behind me. Did you just tell me to slow down? We're trying not to die.
Damn it, they're everywhere.
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it. This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Okay.
There's a path, but through fissures. Ah, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
See, yep. The historical person, oh shit. The historical person Hans is based on was probably like 15 when the game takes place, so I can forgive his dumbassery.
Hadn't broken his leg climbing down the cliff. He was trying to catch up with him. Aye, but he shouldn't have jumped down in the dark. You keep watch here, and I'll go and push through. Give me a shout if you see them.
The others get here. We'll move in from both sides.
Well, that's not good. If he follows me, we're in trouble. Yep.
Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he?
Probably further ahead. Shit.
This looks like a way out. Hans!
Okay, so stealth and agility are actually level ups. Good.
Here. Oh,
I'm wondering if sprinting boosts your agility.
each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers popped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
Sprinting levels vitality. Oh, nope. Get the hell out of my way. You don't want this fight, bud.
Fuck you, whoreson! Ah. Hmm. Ah. 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 Hmm.
Ow. Was I meant to win that fight? I don't think so. My dog! Well, that probably would have killed us both, considering the fact that I'm injured. But he was wearing metal, which means he probably...
trouble with an adventurous life.
Oh, that.
It can end before it gets started.
Daddy?
I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
Henry was taken by the Fae that night. And somehow my shoulder is healed.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
Let me ask you guys a serious question. If you could have moments like this, and you could sit down for like, I don't know, we'll say 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, and you could talk with a loved one or someone you know and cared about that's gone now, what would you talk about? You got 20 to 30 minutes. You can talk about whatever. So, would you want to talk about anything? Could you talk about anything? I mean, I personally would love to have that ability. Even if it's only for 20 to 30 minutes, just the ability to talk to someone who's gone would be an amazing thing. I'd like some stories and life advice. I'd just say sorry over and over. It's one of those, again, I'm not trying to be sappy or anything. I'm just like, it'd be really interesting. You know, how long has it been since you saw that person? How much has changed? What could you talk about? And how could you feel satisfied in only 30 minutes? You'd have to like make sure you really thought about it or at least knew what you wanted to say. I'd kill to see my grandfather again. He died over a decade ago. So much has happened since then.
If I'm not, then
I think this calls for a little history lesson.
Who founded the German Empire? Which one? Do you mean the Holy Roman Empire? Do you mean the do you mean like the Prussian Empire? Do you mean the first German Reich? Which do you mean? You got to be a bit more specific. Because technically there's been a lot of German empires. You got to be more specific. Holy Roman. Okay. Well, the Holy Roman Empire was founded by Charlemagne, aka Charles the Great. But call him Charlemagne. Or you could also call him by his other name, Charles the Hammer Martel. But his name is Charlemagne. Yeah, also which Holy Roman Empire? But yes, the founder of the original Holy Roman Empire is Charlemagne. Charlemagne is again, probably one of the greatest kings to have ever lived because of what he accomplished. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Charles Martel is a different guy. I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, there's Charles the Hammer Martel, who's king of the Franks, who basically would found what would go on to become France. But Charlemagne is the man who founded the Holy Roman Empire. And here's the thing. Charlemagne is probably one of the greatest kings, but you see... Yeah, thank you. Martel was Charlemagne's granddad. Here's the thing. The problem with Charlemagne and with Charles Martel's line and him and Charlemagne's line is that they were really, really, really bad when it came to their descendants. Because let me paint you guys a quick picture real quick. So, imagine that you are Charles Martel. You have you basically own all of what's going to become northern France, and you own a little bit of, you own a little bit of the land to the east and a little bit of land further beyond that into what will eventually become modern Germany. Now, here's the thing. During that time period, your land was going to be divided among your sons. So, naturally, that should be easy to handle. You've got 2 sons. But then, you've got a third. So now, how in the world are you going to break your empire up or your land into 3 pieces? So now I'm going to tell you guys a little funny thing. History has a way of rhyming. History doesn't repeat itself directly, it rhymes. And it always has little interesting tidbits as it rhymes. So, here's the setup. Charles Martel has 3 sons. He needs to break up his land for each of them. He gives one of his sons the land that will eventually become northern France. He gives his other son the land that will part of the land that will eventually become modern Germany. And he gives his third son the land in between. Interesting thing about that. That area of land, that strip between the two, that land right there actually has an equal number of people from both the west and the eastern lands of those sons. So you've got a mixing and mashing of people. This little territory between what would become modern France and modern Germany, it's got a name, or it would later get the name Alsace-Lorraine. And the Alsace-Lorraine region always had a kind of mix. It was kind of a melting pot. It had people of Prussian, later German, and people of French, and a little bit of, here and there, Belgian, little stuff here and there, a melting pot of cultures. But because of that, France, well, again, what would become France and what would become Germany always argued over that piece of territory. And it started with Charles Martel's sons, because both of the sons that got the majority of the territory on the left and right argued over who was going to get that middle spot. They weren't going to share it with the third brother. They wanted it. And from Charles Martel's time all the way up to the 21st century, people of French descent and people of German descent fought over that territory. In fact, you want a good idea for it? A really good example? The Franco-Prussian War, and that's where Bismarck, yes, the Iron Chancellor, would do most of his stuff. But when the Prussians beat the piss out of the French, they took Alsace-Lorraine for their own. And then in World War I, when the French and the Entente powers defeated the Central Powers, they took Alsace-Lorraine back. So those two countries have been fighting over that piece of land for almost 1,000 years. Again, history is weird like that. You can tie everything back in history to some kind of event that happened. It's nuts. Yes, history has a way of repeating itself in a very interesting way. You guys want a really good example? Here's the best example I can give. You can tie everything that happened. You could tie the September 11th terrorist attacks and the rise of, radicals and everything in the Middle East all the way back to Britain and France with the Sykes-Picot Agreement after World War II. I'm not kidding. You could tie all of it back there. Like, if you go look up the Sykes-Picot Agreement, after World War I. It's nuts. Like, it was basically, short version, during the Great Arab Revolt, assisted by Lawrence of Arabia, the Arab people fought against the Turks on the promise that they would get their own land, their own country to call their own. And then the British and the French decided, yeah, about that. So we promise to keep that agreement. We promise. We're not going to treat you Middle Eastern savages like, backwater people. We'll meet up on that deal. Oh, what's that? The Jewish people fleeing from Europe due to the rise of angry mustache man need a safe place in their own country? Okay, let's do that. So, again, that is a gross oversimplification. But a very gross oversimplification. But yeah, no, you want to know why a lot of Middle Eastern Arab descended people hate Europeans and hate Western culture? Yeah, that's why. That's why. It's just, let me put it to you guys this way. If you're going to be in a position where the decisions you make are going to have repercussions down the line, you better be thinking of who you're affecting. Plain and simple. That's just how history is.
Then how come you chose a different path than I wanted for you? And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
Oh no!
The original Holy Roman Empire most people think of was formed by Otto the Great. Yeah. Though Charlemagne set the foundations. And remember, folks, the Holy Roman Empire, like Voltaire said, was neither Holy Roman or an empire.
Wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk.
Jeez! What a drop!
The fellow landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all.
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up.
By Voltaire's time, the HRE was massively different. Yes, it was. Massively different. Let me put it to you guys this way. If you want a good, like, simplification, but similar setup to what the Holy Roman Empire was like, go learn, go look up the Empire from Warhammer Fantasy. That's basically what the that's basically a good simplification of the Holy Roman Empire. You know, a bunch of provinces with their own electors and leaders, but they all follow the orders of an emperor, basically, and they elect their emperor, that kind of stuff. I feel like I might die.
How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
Horseman. Faster.
I'm doing what I can, pal. Jesus. Don't do this to me.
What happened to Hans? Don't know.
Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Scallis is in flames. We're gonna die here.
You survived Scallis, and you'll survive this. Come on.
Bianca.
Come on.
He's seeing the past. He's having a PTSD flashback. For those who don't know, I said it at the beginning of stream, but Henry watched his entire town of Skalitz be slaughtered by the Cumans, including his mother and father. It messed him up, to say the least.
Listen to me, Hal. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important
Father.
from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Sylvester.
Christ's sake.
Anything happens, he'll take
Come
care of
on.
you.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it.
Hans, come on, buddy. I think you can see what's happening.
We'll make it together. You'll see.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised I haven't died of exposure yet. Probably freezing.
Focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things.
Run. No.
Don't give in to it. Hang in there.
Logs.
We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further.
So if y'all are wondering why this is happening to him, pain, especially when you're near the end of you might
up.
die, your brain just flashes through everything. Because your brain basically goes into panic mode. When your brain realizes that you are dying, it does everything in its power to keep you alive. It starts pumping adrenaline through you. It basically does whatever it can to keep your body moving and alive. So probably what's happening is, as he's slowly losing the mortal coil and being close to death, his brain is basically thinking, okay, fine, moron, you want to die? All right, I'm going to show you the most scary ass shit I can to keep that heart beating, because you can't die right now.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa, I swear, I won't leave you.
Henry, snap out of it. Stay with me. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
Okay, I'm kind of glad they didn't do the thing where like his dad's head rolled over and started talking. That'd be creepy as hell.
Hold on, pal. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him.
Babushka.
Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents, they're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, son.
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
And now he passes out. Good God, what did you do to me? I only had a shoulder injury. Why am I bleeding everywhere? Oh no. Did you bleed me? I was literally bleeding to death. Did you bleed me more? That's true. He did fall off a cliff. Yeah, you're right, giant super guy. He did fall off a cliff. These are all events from the first game, by the way.
They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who?
Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulder stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better.
Is it though? Is it? I mean, God, if this is looking better, good Lord, what did it look like last night? Actually, no, I think I know what it looked like last night. I was probably pumping blood everywhere because they pulled out a fucking crossbow bolt out of his shoulder.
I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding.
Yeah.
And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Terrible fall. Miraculously, you survived that terrible fall, but you lost several main level skill and perk points due to your extensive injuries, of course. You have no choice but to recover and regain them gradually later in the game. There we go. Let's go wash up, and then we can put the tunic on. I stink, so I gotta go get cleaned up. Let's go wash up. Wash up first, then put the tunic on. Well, I don't stink. Yeah.
I feel like a new man.
Clean as you can get from a trough. Well, I'm not dead, or I'm not stinky anymore. I'm hungry, which I can fix. First things first, put some clothes on. Let's eat well, I'll take these, but then I also need to get a warm meal. The game saves automatically during important moments when you quit. You can also save by sleeping in your bed or by drinking Savior Schnapps. Yeah, I remember Savior Schnapps. A lot of people complained that was one of the ways you could save your game. They thought it was kind of...
Seems Bujanna isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here.
Yeah, this is alchemy stuff. I'll take that.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Got anything else on you? Ugh. Well, I'll take all your food and your bandages and that belt, but everything else is bloody and dirty, so I'm not touching that. All right, let's get something to eat. Oh, wait. Don't be an animal. Close the door behind me. Equipping a pouch will open up slots that you place potions and food into. Cool. A belt. Well, that's pouches. Belts. Increase the number of slots you can equip items, weapons, shields, and ammunition to. All right, put that on. And then we can carry this hunting sword with us.
Aye, true bliss is a full belly.
Pour potion. I don't have any potions on me, do I? Oh, Savior Schnapps. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to that. Oh god, I lost 10 levels! Damn! My charisma took a hit. Probably because I'm walking around naked. that might have something to do with it.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So, consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction.
Hey, Giant Super Guy, thank you for the follow. Please make yourself at home.
Sage for it.
And thanks for adding all the historical stuff, too. It's good to have another lover of history.
You've got young legs and eyes,
Excuse me.
and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious, too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right.
Thank you for the care package. All right, first things first. Let's go bury that guy. That's a torch. Where's that spade? There it is. All right, come here. All right, we'll carry him down there. One of the tough, like, I'm kind of surprised I can do this, because, yeah, she's right. He's not exactly in the best of shape, and carrying...
Shit. My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. I'll put him down somewhere for a while, so I can start digging.
You got no pants on. Probably fix that. I mean, I know his clothes are bloody, but maybe... I don't know. Can we wash blood off, or... Yeah, I mean, can we wash blood off? I would imagine so. So... Screw it. I need it more than you. All right. Come on. In you go. After quite a bit of arduous work. All right, let's wash up. Because I do stink.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
There, does that take care of the blood? Yes, it does. Nice. So the clothes aren't bloody anymore. Very nice. Put this gambeson on and clean it up too. Hey, Andrea, it goes well. There we go. So, let's eat something because we are hungry. No, I want to eat it. There we go. There we go. As she said, out back here.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Wait, is this like Oblivion where I can just jump around and level up my agility? There's some sage.
Purple flower. Sage. There we go.
Sounds good, Sai. Thanks. But yeah, if I jump around, will I up my agility like in Sky or in Oblivion where I could just up my acrobatics by jumping around? The boots of Spring Heel Jack. Might as well gather a bunch of it. I guarantee you get points for gathering sage or gathering herbs. Also, I know they're going to keep calling it herbs. I call it herbs. The H is silent. There's some chamomile.
That's it. Chamomile.
Chamomile!
Got all the herbs I need.
Chamomile.
Back to the shed on the
Chamomile.
double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Gather up all this stuff. I'm just going to grab as much as I can, because who knows, we might be able to make something out of it. There we go. Swing a sword around, get my stamina back up a bit. Why do they use the German names? Probably because that's a good question, actually. Why would they use the German names? I don't know. Probably because the German names might be a little bit easier to pronounce. Maybe German's just one of those languages that, you know, is a bit easier to pronounce for voice actors and stuff. I don't know. That sounds like my dog.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
One more time. I'm looking for those renegades. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
I'm Henry of Skalitz. I'm accompanying Sir Hans Capon on a mission to deliver an important letter to Lord von Burgov. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond. And Sir Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
Shit, how about that? I didn't expect you to fall for it so easily. We're not von Burgov's men, and we'll deal with him later. Like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us. But we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
Hey, you!
This'll be quick, boy.
What are you...
This'll be quick, boy. Jesus, I'm hit!
Yeah, you are.
Save yourself!
Where you going? Come here. All right. Drag your ass out of here because you don't want the body here. Come on. And one guy got away. Probably going to have repercussions for that later. But for now. Can't bury this one. So let's just dump him somewhere and let the pigs eat him. Have a good one, Delta Zero. There we go. We'll put him right where the other one was. Whoa, what? Said start digging. There. I'll dig you one too. Oh, I thought you said you were leaving. Time to have a two-man grave. Well, one guy got away.
Fuck. This damn shoulder. Oof.
After quite a bit of arduous work. There we go. And I stink, so I'm going to have to go get cleaned up again. Don't you love how you can just splash water on yourself and suddenly you're clean? And you don't stink anymore? God, if only.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Burgov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond. And you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them.
Sure. No need for thanks. What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night, but fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy, but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
It's funny today to think back to the fact that there were people who couldn't read and write. Maybe you could write, but you couldn't read. Or maybe you could read and you didn't know how to write your own name. Except I say that, and yet, apparently, according to a lot of teachers I've heard lately, a lot of kids who are now in middle school or early high school can barely read. Which, oh, that's not good. But that's not my problem. I don't plan on having kids. So, yeah.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Got a codex entry. Venoms and poisons were a relatively common way of solving socio-political problems. The most commonly used poisons were alkaloids from hemlock, henbane, deadly nightshade, or poisonous mushrooms added to food or drinks. Among the popular drugs were abortives. Really? Really? How? Okay. Popular really? Drugs that can induce abortion back in the 15th century? Damn. Aphrodisiacs, which stimulate sexual excitement, analgesies, which relieve pain, antiseptics, which destroy bacteria, digestives, laxatives, narcotics, and tonics, acting regeneratively and nutritively on the body. One of the worst food poisonings that affected broader rural society involved rye contaminated with a parasitic ergot fungus. Before identifying the source of the poisoning, thousands of people fell victim to it, often resulting in accusations against local witches. Ergot in lethal doses causes delirium and hallucinations. Indeed, the origins of witchcraft, beliefs, and accusations often stemmed from intoxication by psychedelic substances, sometimes used in the production of potions and ointments. Okay. Still, holy hell, I didn't know back in the 15th century people had abortives. I don't want to know how that was done, but okay.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
All right, let's see. You will need wine, 2 handfuls of chamomile, and a handful of sage. Add the chamomile. Because of the writing, I thought that said ass the chamomile. No, add the chamomile and boil for 1 turn. Grind the...
Must have read it by now, surely.
Shush! Grind the sage and add it to the cauldron. Finally, pour. Okay. All right. Add the chamomile and boil for a minute. Grind the sage, add to the cauldron. Okay.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
How much was it?
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling! To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
There we go.
Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
All right, what was it? 2 of chamomile, 1 of sage? Yeah. There we go.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of
Yeah.
chamomile into the cauldron.
2, let's see, 2 things of chamomile. There we go.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
There we go.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron.
There we go.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Where are the vials? Ah.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Chamomile brew.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Before I do that, gonna do a bit more of alchemy practice. All right, we start with wine as the base. All right, all right, it says we got to put it to boil, and then we, right, we got to put our herbs out first. There we go. And we add, we got to boil it first. Let's read the book again. Let's see. Oh, add it and then boil it. Okay. So 2 things of chamomile. All right, and we leave it. I get it boiling. Oops. Once it's boiling, we flip this. All right. Wait for that to run out. All right, take it up. Add the sage to and mortar and pestle it. As someone who's used a mortar and pestle before, that stuff can get in your lungs if you're not careful. Add it in here. And now get a vial. And please work. How we do? Strong. Nice. Let's do one more. Having health potions is good. So, one more. I promise I don't have a drinking problem. I am making these to heal myself in the future. I am not doing this because I like drinking. Just because wine is the base. Alright, let's see. Alright. 2 shots of chamomile. Alright, lower it down. And we flip this. Yep, flip this now that it's boiling. And wait. Wait. Take it up. Now, let's crush some sage. Drop that in there. Okay, as someone who cooks for fun, it irks me that we're not stirring that. Like, that should be stirred. But oh well. There we go. How we do? Nice! More strong chamomile brew. And I'm level 8 in alchemy. Nice. Alright. I think we're good. Take my book back. And we sleep. Damn, sleep a full 12 hours? Alright. I am exhausted. Oh god, the nightmares are back!
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Ugh. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Teresa?
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Oh boy. Hans, are you hitting on the old woman now too? Oh, I got perk points. 12 available perk points. Okay. Let's see. No. Oh, I have to. Okay, got it. I see what to do. Got it. Deft hands. The required agility for all weapons will be 2 lower for you. In general, if you have a lower okay, let's see. Fall damage reduced by 30. Let's go with deft hands. And then for speech, good for haggling. Yeah, and then we'll save the rest. Well, actually, wait. Charming man. You gain reputation. The increase will always be higher. And then, let's see. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. Ooh, wait, my skills. Okay, scholarship. Cushion, let's Study faster. Craftsmanship. Razor sharp. Sharpen a weapon on the grindstone to a condition of 98% or higher. The weapon gains a bonus effect. And ooh, that sounds nice. 7 league boots. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, sprinting will cost you 25% less, so you can run longer and further. Armor that you repair with yourself with the armorer's kit will make less noise when worn. The effect lasts until the item's quality level drops. Let's see, the secret of equilibrium or the secret of matter. Let's see, so either more tolerant of minor errors or every time you successfully brew a potion, you get 1 extra potion. I'd rather go with this one. Let's see, potion seller. Potion seller! I need your strongest potions, potion seller! Making potions is a demanding... Oh my god! I'm going to read this for y'all. Ahem. Making potions is a demanding and prestigious art, but an alchemist still has to make a living, ideally by selling his potions to travelers. If they can handle them, that is. Potion seller, I require your strongest potions, potion seller. Oh, that is so good. I love this company. I love it. I love it when video game companies are like, all right, what's funny on the internet? Let's get it in here. Let's see, potion seller. And then we'll also get enthusiast. Oh, okay. I can't get any more buffs right now. I got to get more levels. Okay. All these perk points, and I can't really do much with them right now. Well, okay, that's not true. Stealth kill, Bushman. Yeah, let's learn Bushman so we can at least sneak around in the bush. Horsemanship. Let's see. Night training. Duh. And then, let's see. Gotta end nightcap. Still got 2 perk points left. Combat. Head protection. Blocking. And then swords. Opening strike. Let's go with dang. Okay. Yeah, let's go with steadfast. And then let's go with, for swords, fully charged sword attack. Or, no, let's go with opening strike. Because it stacks. Schools. Schooling did not develop until the end of the 11th century, mainly under the direction of the church, obviously. The basic instruction in Latin consisted of 7 liberal arts. The trivium. Grammar, Latin, rhetoric, dialectic, and the quadrivium, mathematics, geometry, astronomy, and church music. During the High Middle Ages, there were 2-tiered Latin schools for boys. Girls were rarely educated. In fact, education generally does not hold the same value as it does today. Most of the nobility and wealthy bourgeois were illiterate and hired scribes when needed. Later, centers of secular education were established in the cities, the peak of which was the founding of the University by International Studies in Prague by Emperor Charles IV. Huh.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Well, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well,
there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of dark...
These are all events that happened in the first game, by the way.
As we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Literally.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Oh, Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose. and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your...
Yes, we do want to save. Yep, and sadly, we're going to have to call it there. I'm over my time. But I love this game. This is so much fun. I love getting to talk history with you guys, and I love getting to see everyone's reaction to it. Plus, the game's just fun. But alas, it must come to an end. As always, it has been a privilege and a pleasure to entertain all of you. I hope you had a good time. My bitrate is crashing, so I'm going to have to wrap this up quick. You know what? We're not going to raid anyone tonight. You guys all go get some rest. I'll see you all tomorrow for more of Dragon Quest XI. And as always, remember, that the memories we make in life, good and bad, make us who we are. Don't change them for anything. Love you guys. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.